Hi guys, Jace here. If you've ever had a problem smacking your pinky against a branch or your grips against a tree, then I might just have the product to solve your problem. These are the LoamLab Counterpunch Grips. I first came across these when I was watching Pinkbike and saw Charlie Murray interviewed, and he'd actually broken his little finger, his fifth metacarpal, in the past, and he was at Tweed Valley getting interviewed about his bars. And in Tweed Valley, if you watch the EWS, you would have seen that there was lots of trees around.
These pieces on the end of your handlebar here.
Yes, that's a little LoamLab Counterpunch there. That saves your finger. Chuck your finger on there and you hit a tree.
Now this brought back vivid memories because I'd just finished an enduro where I'd smacked my bar end against a couple of trees and fallen off and hurt my little finger or my hand. So I thought I'd have a look, get online and try to find them, and I did. If you think you may need them, or if you think you'd never need them, just have a look at the end of your bar ends, see how much they've been smashed in the past. Now let's have a closer look at these and also how to install them. Right, here we have the LoamLab Counterpunch Grips, or if you wanted, there's the option also of having just the LoamLab Counterpunches. Now these will just come separate. I couldn't find those, I had to get both of them together, but there was a discount on, so I was reasonably happy. Now if I turn these over, it'll tell us all about these counterpunches. It says the counterpunch makes clipping trees less problematic, reducing the risk of the fifth digit and metacarpal injury. It also adds a whole new level of control to your cockpit. And I guess I can imagine why it does that. And you can see here their own video where they're smacking it against a tree. These are also robust. Look at how much hammer they can take. The bars themselves, well, they've got an eccentric design, and the cutaway core puts more meat where you need it most. And they are 29mm, so they are a little bit thinner. I'll just compare these to the pivot grips. You can see they are slightly shorter and they are slightly narrower. Now, narrower does sometimes mean that your hands will fatigue less over terrain. So that may be a good thing. I do like these pivot grips, but I just thought I'd try these with the ends. If you've got OD grips, the counterpunch also fits on the end of them. Or any grips with kind of bar ends that just come off. Unfortunately, the pivot ones don't. So I'm going to have to fit these grips on and I'll see what I feel about them. But you know, most people have grips where they can pop the ends off, and so you can use these on those. The counterpunch also only weighs about 68 grams per pair, so not too much extra weight if you're weight weenie, and the grips are 164 grams a pair. Now let's get these out of the packaging and onto the bikes. All you'll need to install is a 3mm and a 4mm Allen key. And then, now to install the grips, make sure the arrow is pointing down at the end and slot them in so the LoamLab logo is on the top. If you try to put them on with the bar end in, it's very difficult, and you'll push them along and they may not, as you can see, reach the end. They're short. Place the bar end and measure just how far it should go. I put a piece of tape there. Place it onto around the end there. And the bar is there. You can rotate them around to suit you, and you can just tighten up at the end with a 4mm Allen key. I'll quickly do the other side. Just make sure it matches the other side and tighten it up. Voila! LoamLab grips complete. Pinky protected. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you out on the trails with your little pinkies intact.